Good morning and welcome to RE Plus 2025. My name is Nick Bailey's. I'm a Senior Solutions Manager at Delta Electronics, and I'm here at the Delta Electronics booth inside Caesars Forum in Las Vegas. And I'm excited to tell you more about some really interesting topics we've been having a lot of good conversations about, and that is data center microgrids. And the three topics that I want to talk about today that have been coming up again and again, number one is scale, number two is layers of redundancy, and number three is AI workloads. So let's jump to the first one, scale. So this is a really interesting problem here because we all know that data center demand is growing, AI is going crazy, and when we look at what it takes to power these data centers, we're not really talking about a microgrid anymore. So we've started using the term macrogrid, and what we're building is like hundreds of megawatts of power, literally enough to power the whole Las Vegas Strip, and it's all at one site powering a data center. The second one that I want to talk about is layers of redundancy. Of course, we all know that uptime is incredibly critical to data centers, and so when you take away the reliability that the grid provides, you have to replace it with something equivalent. And that's where we get into layers. So you can have different generation sources, like generators for your base load, solar if there's space available. We're even getting into cool things like small modular reactors. And then, of course, batteries and PCSs to store some energy and buffer out and provide backup power and that stability. All right, and the last one I want to talk about is those AI workloads. And we all know they can be challenging with big, dramatic swings in power in really short bursts of time. And so that brings unique challenges to the power system. And that's something that at Delta Electronics we're equipped really well to handle. So what we're highlighting here is our microgrid control layers, and you can see a little bit about those. So basically we can architect our controls to handle all those problems and deliver reliable power, clean power to the data center. And we can do it in a way that's going to provide a lot of resiliency and redundancy and the same uptime that you would get from the grid.